Good morning. I'm just going to record a quick live because I have heard a lot of people suggesting that you use Divi. Divi is a theme that you can put on top of WordPress, but it does a little bit more than just a regular theme. What it does is create an interface where it can be drag and drop. So your pages, your posts, and your widgets are all this drag and drop, which makes it really easy to use. You don't need to know where to find the appearance. You don't need to know where to find your widgets. You don't need to be very familiar with your settings or how to change text or add images or videos or any of that. You just drag the little video thing in and off you go. I think it's just as easy to click the video button and add it, but anyway, so a lot of people find Divi easier to use. And I wouldn't argue with that. It is probably easier to use, but there's a reason that WordPress, there's a reason that I don't like it. There's several reasons that this is a bad idea to put on your blog. Not just Divi, but Visual Composer. There's a few other ones that are drag and drop interfaces, and that means when you log in on the administration side, you have the option to drag and drop for your posts and your pages. That is a bad idea for two specific reasons. One, it adds load time to each page. So you're not going to notice any difference. You get over 1,000 visitors a day. Oops. Sorry about that. You're not going to notice a difference in your speed until you get at least 1,000 visitors a day. But after that, so if you plan on monetizing your site, if you plan on making money, if you plan on growing, or you're a blogger, which does all of those things, you are going to need to stay away from anything that adds load time to your site. The second reason that it's a bad idea, any of these drag and drop interfaces, like Divi, Visual Composer, any of them, they're a bad idea because they make it difficult to switch themes. So let's say you're on Divi for a year. Let's say you're just starting, so you're learning WordPress, so you do the drag and drop thing. It's easier. You don't have a lot of people visiting, so there's no change in your load time. You're good for, let's say, a year and a half. And now you want to get a custom design. You're making a bit of money. It's time to put some design on there. So we create a child theme for you. Now, when we go to switch your content, that content is, I don't know why it keeps buzzing at me. I turned the buzzer off. The content, oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. The content will be, it'll have these, what's called shortcodes in them. And the shortcodes will be everywhere. And so your content will have this, when you go to read it on the outside, there will be shortcodes everywhere. It will be a mess. It won't have the columns where you put them. It won't have the videos where you had dragged them. It won't have your photos. So everything that you wrote for that year and a half will have to be re-edited. It makes it a pain in the butt for changing any themes, for changing any categories, for reorganizing your pages. You can't add page templates down the road. You can't add custom post types. You can't add taxonomies. You can't add directories or shops or any of the reasons that WordPress is so great because it's so extensible and so flexible. You use a drag and drop editor, you are taking away all of the benefits that you get as far as extensibility and flexibility. So make sure that you take that into account if you're going to decide to use Divi. My recommendation is instead to take the hour or two that it's going to take to learn how to use the post page and the page properly. Learn how to add text and add images. It's really not that difficult. It's no more difficult than working within Microsoft Word or another word processor. And for 1 hour with me, I go through everything you need to know about posting using the post admin page, including tips and tricks for search engine optimization, including how to make it look good on responsive pages, like different sizes for your phones, your laptop, all that stuff. Plus, we maintain best practices. So you will keep your security, you'll keep the extensibility, you'll keep the longevity of your theme, you'll keep the load time, and you'll keep the flexibility. So you'll keep all of those good reasons why we suggest you use WordPress in the first place. That's my take on Divi. If you have questions, let me know or email me at Kathy with a C at wpbarista.com.